What is up, guys? This is sorta here, and today I am playing Mount and Blade Napoleonic Wars. Pretty great game. Definitely recommend picking it up if you ever have a chance. This is a DLC actually for Mount and Blade Warband, but I picked them both up together because it's not really that expensive. I think it's around $15 to $20 with both of them, and it's just a great game. You don't really see very many games like this. I mean, you have all these, musket, cannon and musket type games, but you never really have one that's in the first person perspective. And this is definitely one of the greatest ones. So, I definitely recommend picking this up. It's been quite a while since I've played this, and I'm starting to enjoy it more. One of the reasons I decided to show some footage of this was because I was going to do a Call of Duty video, but I think that the disc is a little too scratched up to play because it kind of like it says something to like the disc and disk drive is unreadable, some real weird error message. So I'm going to get my cleaning kit and clean it as soon as possible, and everything should be back to normal and we should have great things. So I don't know when this is going to upload. I'm assuming it's going to upload Thanksgiving Day. So, in the case that it does, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving with your family. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's right. I've been playing this game every now and then just because I crave, medieval violence. Or, I'll watch The Patriot and I'll be like, you know what? I want to shoot a musket at somebody. But I'll play it a single player for some reason because it's like I don't really find very much servers. I find a lot of servers but very empty ones. And I was playing the Clash of Kings modification for Mount and Blade Warband, and I was looking on the server list to see if anybody actually played multiplayer for it. And I saw a Siege event that had around 133 players. I don't know how many it had when I was playing it, but it had 133 players playing Napoleonic Wars. So I decided to join it, and it was so fun. I was like, you know what, this would be a good thing to record and do a commentary over later. This is not a live commentary. I've already pre-recorded this footage, as you'll see. What was like, yeah. It's kind of hard for me to talk now because I think I have a cold. I'm not too sure, but it's like when I talk, my whole sinus area vibrates, and it's really annoying. It just doesn't feel very good. In fact, I might take off my headphones for a minute. Whew. It's been a crazy week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've had travel issues. I went to Walt Disney World and it was great, very, very fun. As always, but unfortunately, we had a flight scheduled for around 7:30 to get back to whatchamacallit, the I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my mic because I feel sick. To get back to DFW Airport, and they told us all flights to Dallas have been delayed because there's been a bunch of ice and sleet. And yeah, so what we ended up doing was we went to Orlando International Airport, and they asked us, well, they told us that we could fly to Miami, which was only around 45 minutes, and then fly to St. Louis, and then from there at least see if we can get to DFW. If we can't, at least we're closer. And we're like, okay, we'll try that. And so we flew to Miami. That didn't take very long, just like I said, it only took around 45 minutes. Miami was nice and everything, but the lady there told us, we were asking, because we didn't want to go ahead and take a flight to St. Louis, we wanted to see if there was a flight from Miami to Dallas. Just, worth the shot. And the lady said, there is a flight from Orlando, going to Dallas, and we're like, well, we just came from there. So that would have meant if we did choose that, we would have flown back to Orlando and back to DFW, which, I mean, it was getting close. It was getting close already, excuse me. It was getting close already to our departure for St. Louis. So we went ahead and jumped on a plane to St. Louis. And when we got there, we flew back to DFW. And we were originally supposed to get home that day at around 1 p.m., but we ended up getting home around 8 p.m. So the fun of traveling, everybody. And of course, of all times for it to ice in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it is when we're trying to fly back. Because I've talked to a lot of people who are out of the state. I have a lot of friends who are out of state, and they don't think it snows over here. And they are wrong. It does snow here. Actually, now it doesn't always stick, but it can get pretty dang cold. Yesterday morning, in fact, it was like 20 degrees, which I know that's not the coldest for some of you people, but over here, that's pretty dang cold. And it gets pretty dang hot here too, of course. It's like hell on earth. It's not like humid hot, it's just literally scorching hot. It's like 102, 103 in the summer. It's ridiculous. So, anyways, enough about my complaining. What I wanted to talk about is that, do y'all wanna see, because I wanted to talk a little bit about Kitchen Party and what's going on. Of course, I've already told y'all like 2 times, maybe not even that much, but that there's certain reasons that Kitchen Party hasn't been continued. But what I'm thinking about doing is, once we finish Call of Duty, which I'm hoping to finish by the end of December. I don't want to make any promises, because knowing me and my crazy schedule sometimes, it can get off track. Because you have to remember, this is a hobby, not a job. So it's not like I come here every day and that's my job to make a video. I have a lot. I have, you know, family. I have all sorts of other stuff to do. But what I was going to say is once we get done with Call of Duty, we'll definitely start another Minecraft series. It'll probably be more of a spiritual successor to Kitchen Party, unfortunately, because the seed for Kitchen Party doesn't work anymore, because obviously it's been updated. That was 1.2.5 and now it is 1.7.2, so quite major change. Was that 1.2.5? I think it was 1.4.2. Whatever it was a lot. And basically, we're not going to be able to play on that seed again unless we went back in time and did it. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but I don't want to do regular survival because I feel like that will get kind of boring pretty quick. So I'm definitely gonna do a mod pack, and I have my eye on 3 so far. I have some friends who are willing to help me, and once I figure out who is going to do it, we'll kind of have a poll and see which mod pack will be the best, easiest, and the more suitable. That's the other thing. I'm getting people. I have, let's see. I have 5 people that I know personally who are willing to do it. Whether that is a true will or not, that is yet to be determined, of course. Because most of these guys are personal friends that I've known basically since 1st grade. And of course there's Harrison, which I'm sure he'll do it if he wants to. So that's that. I'm just watching this pure carnage go before a screen. I mean, look at this. This is nuts. If y'all haven't been watching this already, which you probably have, it's pretty chaotic. And that's why I like it. I mean, this is a cool map. I've never played it before, but it's like real snowy, and there's, you know, musket smoke and cannon smoke and explosions and bullets whizzing by and people getting shot. It's just a cool experience and atmosphere. I think it's a custom map that somebody made, but whoever did it, I really have to applaud them because they did a pretty good job. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, wouldn't it... another thing I wanted to talk about is that I was thinking the other day about doing a new channel redesign, and what it kind of sounds scary, but what I'm saying is art style, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I may ask people to do it. I may have a contest. I may just do it myself because I'm kind of a control freak. And I kind of need to work on that. But whatever it may be, I'm thinking about doing a redesign to the channel. I kind of want it to be more night-ish, if y'all know what I mean. Because right now I love World War II, but it's too World War II looking, and it's like, what, a night in World War II? What the heck? So, it's a little bit out of place. A little bit of an tech update for you. I have a pop filter now and a microphone stand. If you saw my thank you video, you would have seen it. But basically what a pop filter does is, whenever I say peas and make a pop 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 noise, it doesn't pop, or at least it shouldn't. But when I do this, without the pop filter, pop 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 pop, it makes a real loud popping noise, and your ears start to bleed, and I get sued, and all that crap goes down. So, get a pop filter. Highly recommend it. Oh, how could I forget? I knew there was something I had to talk about. It's just that I didn't come to think of it. Well, let me check real quick and see if that's valid. Okay. So I don't know if y'all notice, but I can live stream now on YouTube. I've already had a Twitch channel, so if y'all want to, I don't know, I might stream on both. But either way, it's pretty cool. And I'm not going to start it until I get a webcam. Because I feel like looks more like a live stream when I have a webcam. Unfortunately, my last webcam broke and is in the bottomless pits of my garage somewhere. So, I'll just get a new one. Any suggestions, anybody? I've been looking at one. I don't need the fanciest in the world because it's not like it's going to be in the corner of the screen. I've been looking at the Logitech HD Pro C920. I don't know how good that is. It better be good because I accidentally ordered it anyway. That's a long story. So let's see. I'm looking at a test of it right now, so while y'all are watching this utter chaos unfold before you. I'm gonna watch this Asian guy on a Logitech webcam. You know, here's the problem, what I'm scared of. This looks really nice, but I'm scared that it's gonna be real bad quality because this room doesn't have very good lighting. I don't know if y'all seen this though. It's like there's one chandelier in here, and there's a lamp behind me, and there's a window. That's about it. And obviously the window is in front of me, and I don't want that shining in because I'll look weirder. Well, actually, never mind. The window might actually make it better. But yeah, I can start live streaming now. That should be pretty fun. I don't know what I would live stream. All sorts of things. So I look back on the video part we're at right now, and it appears that we're trying to storm the gates, and I'm not gonna lie, this game is pretty intense. It doesn't look that intense because people kind of screw around a lot, but it's like people will have assigned roles that they assign to themselves. Like you'll have the same people be, the ones who work the cannons, and you'll have these guys who are like, are on these walls. It's kind of cool. So let's see. So here are all the games that I could stream. Okay. I have Cube World, Call of Duty, Rift, Realm of the Mad God, Red Orchestra, Minecraft, Team Fortress 2. What other games do I have? Star Wars Battlefront 2. I don't know if I already said this, but Gary's mod. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Blacklight Retribution. Retribution. There we go. Arma 3. Arma 2. Space Engineers, which is I highly recommend that game. I might do a video on that soon. And from what I can see, that's about it. So, there you go. There you go. Okay. So back to the game. Look, appears that I'm reloading my musket. And there's a breach in the wall. So, we're going to try to get through there, and I'm probably going to get shot through the heart. In fact, I do remember getting shot here. I mean, if everybody fires at once, it's a machine gun, literally. And some guys just got blown up over there. Let's see. I love how you can build... Oh, there. See, it was inevitable. I love how people build barricades in this game. It's so cool. There might be a little bit of a problem here, guys. I have an hour worth of footage. So... I may split this. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to have to do. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'll split it. I'll just save the rest of the footage for another day. Don't worry, I just faded it out. I didn't quit on y'all. It's just that eventually, I don't know if y'all see it in this half of the video, but eventually I get the sense that y'all don't want to watch 30 seconds go by where I'm trying to wait to respawn. So I cut the video until I respawn, or I get to a good point. Actually, I'm on the attacker's team, so I respawn instantly, like at 4 seconds. So. But you know what I mean. This game is really hard. I recommend the Rifleman class because it seems that the rifle's more accurate, although it doesn't have an attached bayonet. You do get a sword, or at least on one of the armies you do. On the other, you just have to use the butt end of the weapon. Or actually, I think you do get a sword each time. Just a very short, like, knife. But what it doesn't have in melee terms, got that guy. What it doesn't have melee-wise, it makes up for in range. But the musket is okay. At range, it's kind of unpredictable. So you'll have it to where a lot of times you're relying on your bayonet. And unfortunately, I haven't really mastered the bayonet yet. One of the clips, I actually get 4 kills in a row with a bayonet. Just by chance. But y'all won't see that today. Trust me, I did it though. I'm not bluffing about that. So I'm turning up the volume real quick. Sorry about that, guys. So yes, I would love to live stream, people. But here's the deal. I'm going to let everybody know that I'm going to live stream. So that I don't just randomly start live streaming and nobody watches. Because what's the purpose of that? So. If I feel like live streaming, I will live stream. Because there will be some days where I don't feel like going through the upload process. So, I'll just do that. Ooh, it's been a long week, everybody. Pretty long week. Unfortunately. So, I guess I'll talk about Disney World because I don't really have anything else to talk about. Okay, so my favorite ride there. Let's see. My favorite ride there was Expedition Everest. Not because it was the most thrilling ride, but I liked the atmosphere of it. Because while you're going through that museum and like that sacred temple area while you're waiting, that's really cool. And of course it is a thrill ride, considered by Disney, of course. But I thought it was pretty fun, and I will admit, that first drop took my breath away, literally, because I wasn't really prepared for it. It's like I started to inhale right as we went down it. I tried to breathe out right as we were going down it, and it was not very good. So try not to breathe or just scream on it. And that's my tip. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Yeti was pretty intense. We went during the Christmas time, so they lit up the castle in Magic Kingdom, which is still by far my favorite park, because of Space Mountain and all that crap. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's just magnificent. Magnificent. Looks like our guys are holding the line pretty dang well. Okay, so we're getting to a close here, unfortunately. I'm going to talk a little bit for a few more minutes. But after that, I'm going to have to go because, number one, I can't talk for an hour right now. I know I usually could, but I kind of feel sick this week after traveling. And to be honest with you, I don't have it in me. So, that's that. What was I going to say? Yeah, really, that's all I really had to say. There's nothing really else to it. Get the Napoleonic Wars. And, be patient for next Call of Duty. And the next kitchen party, because I assure you it will come. I know I've said that a million times, and you're like, oh, come on, Sir Awesome, you said that 3 million times already. And the truth is, I know I have, but it really is coming. So prepare your butts. It will be the ride of your life. Okay, here's something cool. We got to ride Expedition Everest twice in a row because we got in early. Like, we got there right as the park opened at Animal Kingdom. And we were able to ride it twice. And we didn't even use fast passes. I mean, I'm glad we didn't waste our fast pass on that, because it was like the line at maximum took 3 minutes. So, it was great. We rode it twice and we were done. We done it. I remember when I was little how scared of that I was. Here's the deal. If you know you're going to ride a horrifying roller coaster that you don't want to ride, here's my tip. Ride it first. I know some people say, well, just, you know, ride a small roller coaster first, and then work your way up. Well, let's say that you have been, like, let's say this is Disney or Universal, where you don't just go to a theme park one day like you do at Six Flags. You go several days. So your body will already kind of have been used to the roller coaster feeling, I'm assuming. Let's say there's just one roller coaster that's like you feel like you're gonna die on. I would ride that very first so that the rest of the day you aren't worrying about it. Because I remember when I was little, I always hated it when we'd be eating and that same roller coaster would be looming over me. I mean, it literally feels like that, because they do. That's what they do. They intimidate you. And you're like, oh crap, please nobody see that or mention that or talk about it. Someone goes like, oh, we'll have to ride that next. Huh, that'll be awesome. That'll be like a rushing experience, you know, and I'll probably puke 3 times, but, you know, that's well worth it, man. It's an adrenaline rush. And you're like, shut up. Because I don't want to ride that. But you don't want to tell them. So that's why you ride it very first. So you got that out of the way. And who knows, you may want to ride it again, which you probably will. Because, you know, people ride them for a reason, not just because they're crazy. That's my theme park tip for all you people. Some other people will say, no, I want to ride it very last. But that's just what I do. I just go, screw it, let's ride it. Sometimes that's what you have to do. The sacrifice. Okay, guys. Well, unfortunately, it looks like our time has come to an end. I'm sorry, guys. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Knight's Kingdom. And I will hold many treasures for you, just like this beautiful video where I shoot Yoda. If you didn't get that joke, you'd have to see the kill feed, because there's a guy named Yoda that I killed. But anyways, guys, I will see you later. Adios.